All right, welcome back. This is Open Exchange, live from the CNBC-TV18 Motilal Oswal studios. There's 2 minutes into the pre-open session. We should have the rates up quickly, take a look at what this is looking like. It's a much anticipated opening, market open. And I think, it's just that the open itself is important, but I think what happens through the course of the day is equally, if not more important. And then I guess the close will be very keenly watched as well, because a lot can happen through the course of the day. The pace at which information is coming to us. For example, last night you had the Adani response, a big sort of document with response to the Hindenburg report. This morning, we already have a response to Adani's response. And of course, I think we'll hear more. As the Adani CFO also said, they're confident that without any change to the price, the FPO will go through. Maybe we'll get details on that as well in terms of when the subscription numbers, etc., are updated. For now, it's a flattish kind of start, but changing quickly, down 60 points, 1/3% or so. Sudarshan Sukhani is with us, and so is Mitessh Thakkar to take us through how they are going to approach things. Gentlemen, good morning. Good to have both of you here. Sudarshan, it's going to be tricky to say the least, but what's your sense?
Yeah, good morning. See, we have been talking about that trading range which has been developing for almost 1.5 months. That support at 17,800 broke decisively on Friday, and there was a trade on the downside. After contraction, there is expansion, and we are expanding on the downside. I'm just saying there was a trade on the short side which was identified before the markets fell, because when that level was broken. Now, support comes somewhere around 17,400. That doesn't mean the Nifty has to go there or stop there, but it does mean that the markets have not given us a sign that they are reversing today. So with so much confusion, today is not a day when we want to trade. Nifty can easily slide towards its support level, or it can stop and start looking for a rally. And there is no clarity. So for me, there is no trade in the Nifty today.
Okay, so the Nifty is a no-trade zone, got that. Well, let's get Mitessh Thakkar into the conversation as well. By the way, the pre-opening rates are settling in now. Do watch out for a couple of these stocks like Bajaj Finance that delivered a good set of numbers. The entire Adani group will be in focus as well. Mitessh, good morning. Would you also concur that this is probably a no-trade zone given big events upon us? And what are the stocks you're watching this morning?
Good morning. My sense is that I think the Nifty, is slightly on the negative side. But what is important is that we have the union budget coming up. Now, the breakdown level for the last consolidation was 17,800. Before that, it was acting as a good support area. And yesterday, rather on Friday, we started trading below that. So if that is not being captured, I think we'll maintain a negative bias. Only, if we start getting past 17,800, would we then look at closing down our short positions or exporting fresh long. So the idea is to trade with slightly negative bias, and today's 30-40 point kind of pullback, won't be very strong enough to change this declining trend.
All right, Mitessh, yes, boss, we're not going to see even that 30-40 point pullback is what the pre-open rates are suggesting. In fact, the SGX 50 was suggesting a pullback, but the Nifty is down 40 points. Let's see where this settles. Mitessh, but what about the picks for the day?
Yeah. So on the stock side, I have 2 buys and 2 sell. ITC was something which was doing very well on Friday, and the short-term charts are very positive there. So keep a stop around 340, look for a target of around 358 to 360 on the upside. And the other stock which did very well was on the back of numbers was Tata Motors. That's a buy as well. Keep a stop at about levels of 435, look for targets of 465. And 2 stocks on the sell side. IDFC First Bank on a mild pullback around 56.25, 56.5. That's the level to short. Keep a stop at 58. Look for targets of 52 here. And M&M Finance is a sell with a stop at 231 for targets of 214.
Okay, by the way, there is a recovery in the Adani Group stocks, Adani Ports, Adani Enterprises, all in the green after the rebuttal that the management came out with and the clarification that they will go ahead with the FPO. All the stocks are seeing a bit of a recovery. Sudarshan, your thoughts on this? Would you touch any of the Adani Group stocks either way in terms of a trade? And if not, what are the other stocks you're looking at on your list today?
See, there is news, and the stocks have declined significantly. While I don't know about myself, but there is a buying opportunity once this decline ends. Then when these stocks start building a base, then they are probably certainly worth investing in. I'm not talking about a one-day trade. Amar Raja Batteries is a buy with a stop under 565, one of the few stocks that actually went up on Friday and also building a base for the last 1.5 months. Ashok Leyland is a buy, another outperformer. So, Sonia, the problem is after 2 days of large declines, it's not easy to go short in stocks. At what point you go short, even the slightest intraday rally can stop you out. So I'm going with the longer trend of the market, which is up, and looking for outperformers. So Ashok Leyland is a buy with a stop under 145. BPCL is my only intraday short, stop above 350. And finally, Petronet, another sustained uptrend there, is a buying opportunity because of the dip with a stop under 222.
Okay. By the way, I just want to mention that Data Patterns is a stock that's really charging up now. Vahishta was telling us a while back how the numbers of Data Patterns is very good. It's a 10% up move that we're seeing in pre-opening. So a lot of smaller numbers, good numbers are getting rewarded in the markets today. Granules is another one. It was a mixed set of Q3 earnings actually. The revenue growth was not bad, 15%, which was well above the